All right, you guys, so just as I explained earlier, I want you to visualize that frontal plane again over your left and right shoulder. And I want you to first start off with perfect posture, keeping everything in alignment before we move forward. Now, the first position I want you to try is lifting both elbows as high as you can on that frontal plane. So this is where I can go. This is about my limit. You're probably the same. And I'm going to show you this from the side view. So right here, directly on the plane. Now, the second position I want you to try is actually lifting your elbows behind the plane. So it looks like this from the side. So just lifting it behind the plane. You'll probably feel that this is much more restricted. Now, the third position I want you to try is actually placing one hand over the other. Avoid twisting your palms, keeping them facing down. And what I want you to do is lift your elbows as far forward in front of that plane as possible and just kind of move through this a few times. You'll probably feel that your shoulders feel relaxed and light and you don't feel any kind of sticking points. And I'll show you this from the side as well. Here. Okay, so this feels very easy. And the reason why is if I stop midway, you can see that my shoulder and my humerus are in that scapular plane. And to give you reference in freestyle, starting with the first position, being directly on it, this is what it looks like in freestyle. That arm is directly on the plane. This is where you're over-rotated. The second position, which felt more limited, you were pulling behind the plane. This is what it looks like in freestyle. That arm is wrapping over your back and getting twisted with this position. The third position that felt much easier was over the frontal plane, forward in front of that plane, on the scapular plane. And this is what it looks like in freestyle. Okay, whether the arm is bent or straight, it has everything to do with your shoulder and your humerus. Now, everyone's flexibility is a little bit different, so your scapular plane can be a little bit up and elevated, but as long as it's not going directly on the frontal plane or going behind. As long as the shoulder is fixed.